Alrighty guys, we're back for some Sell-Sword Rakdos, and this is a Wilds of Eldraine Standard brew. We're going to go over the deck, then hop right into some ranked, but first things first, for anyone who may not know, I'm Red Cat and I play aggro decks, entity decks with red in them as well, so I hope that sounds fun to ya. Also, we do got that Discord link as well as that Patreon link down in the description if you're interested in joining either of those up. Okay, what do we got packed into the build here? Callous Sell-Sword. It's a 2-mana 2/2. It enters the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it for each creature that died under your control this turn. Okay. It has that adventure side here, Burn Together. It's only 1 red mana, sorcery speed. Target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to any other target, then sacrifice it. Nice. And that reminds me, guys, this was actually a suggestion down in the comments, or more so, multiple suggestions. This was a highly requested card to play with. So thank you so much for the suggestion because it's going to be a fun one. We have a bunch of cards packed in here that works with that Burn Together, like Cacophony Scamp here, 1 mana, 1/1. When it deals combat damage to a player, you may sacrifice it if you do proliferate. Okay. But when Cacophony Scamp dies, it deals damage equal to its power to any target. Nice, dude. And on that theme, we also have Balduvian Berserker here. It's a 3 mana 1/3 with Enlist. And whenever it dies, it deals damage equal to its power to any target. Nice. We also have Voldaren Thrillseeker, 3 mana 1/1 with backup 2. So when it ETBs, you put 2 +1/+1 counters on target creature. If that's another creature, it also gains the abilities printed below this one until end of turn. And the abilities printed below is you pay 1 mana, sacrifice this creature, it deals damage equal to its power to any target. So this deck has a lot of potential explosive damage, dude. Every time we've played with Thrillseeker, by the way, it's been an absolute MVP. It really feels underplayed, honestly. So, okay, what else do we got packed in here, guys? Our choice spot removal is Annihilating Glare. It's a 1 mana sorcery speed. As an additional cost to cast this spell, you can pay 4 or sacrifice an artifact or creature. Nice. Now the artifacts is going to come in handy because we also have Bloodtithe Harvester here generating some blood tokens for us. But anyways, what does this do? Destroy target creature or planeswalker. Nice. It can hit planeswalkers too. That's going to be important. Okay, Monstrous Rage, all 4 of them. 1 mana, instant speed. Target creature gets +2/+0 until end of turn. Then you create that monster roll. The monster roll is an aura, gives that creature +1/+1 and the trample too. Absolutely disgusting, especially when paired with cards like Cacophony Scamp, where you can get that trample damage through and then immediately sacrifice it and do even more damage, dude. I mean, it's kind of ridiculous, honestly. Okay, Not Dead After All is a 1 mana instant speed until end of turn. Target creature you control gains. When this creature dies, return it to the battlefield tapped under its owner's control, then create a Wicked Roll token attached to it. I'm interested to see if this one-of is actually going to do anything neat today, because it very well might, huh? So we got a single Witch's Mark here too. This is a 2 mana sorcery speed. You may discard a card. If you do, draw 2 cards, create a Wicked Roll token attached to target, 1 target creature you control. So the Wicked Roll, enchanted creature gets +1/+1, and then whenever this aura is put into the graveyard from the battlefield, each opponent loses 1 life. Pretty good, guys, it kind of is. Also rocking a couple Blazing Crescendos here to help buff up those creatures that care about having a high attack when they die, like that Scamp or the Berserker, or Thrillseeker for that matter too. Just seeing that extra card off the top really goes a long way as well. All 4 Tenacious Underdogs, it's going to be a great target to sacrifice because we can always blitz it out later, but also a decent card to discard to cards like Witch's Mark as well, so nice. Also, I didn't mention this because, I mean, we've seen so much Bloodtithe Harvester, right? But this is also kind of sort of our spot removal as well, like Harvester doubles as a creature and removal, so... Okay, is that everything already? No, actually, Ob Nixilis, also fitting that sacrifice theme here. 3 mana, 3 loyalty legendary planeswalker that for some reason we just don't get to see. This also feels really underplayed, man. So Casualty X, the copy isn't legendary and has a starting loyalty X. So this is perfect when we have so many great 2-drops to actually sacrifice to the Ob Nixilis, whether it is Harvester or Underdog. Having this come out as 2 3 loyalty planeswalkers is disgusting, man. The +1's perfect. The -2 gives us a Devils, which of course works with this whole theme. We can sacrifice those deal extra damage, all that fun stuff, right? Then the -7, we'll see if that ever comes into play, but I really doubt it. So target player draws 7 cards, loses 7 life. You never know. I don't think I've ever got the -7 on the. I really, really don't get to see the ultimates on Planeswalkers. One day, I'll have to just build a deck specifically for ultimating Planeswalkers, right? Okay, the mana base, guys. We got a good split of dual lands. Rocking a Mirrex here. Got a Crucible, a Abandoned Mire. Only a couple of the pain lands. I've been taking a lot of damage regardless of the deck that I'm playing against, dude. So, so I didn't want to take too much damage from extra pain lands in here. Other than that, I think it's going to be a good split. I don't think we're going to have any issues with the mana base. No honorable mentions today, guys. There's probably a few different ways we could put this together. So, I mean, let me know in the comments, what would you have added to the honorable mentions at the very least, right? There probably could have been some removal, maybe, you know, go for the throat or something, but I don't know. Yeah, let me know. Okay, guys, is that everything? Let's go ahead, take it into some ranked and see how we do. Right into that first game, guys. Let's go. All right. What you bringing to the table, opponent? Oh, what am I expecting from the build? I don't know. Something. I'm expecting something. I want to say, like, you know, somewhere in the middle, around 50%, but honestly, it might be pretty good. Like, this is an excellent starting hand, I would say. Although no guaranteed turn 2. It still could be completely fine. Ooh. Okay. I mean, we have Monstrous Rage, and we could do that too if we wanted the Callous Sell-Sword here. I think we just end up playing the Sell-Sword as a 2/2. Right? Like, just get more value onto the table instead of, like, holding it for the burn together. Because we could have Monstrous Rage, then use the burn together, but then we're out a creature as well. So that just didn't seem like the best bet to me. Probably Ob Nixilis for the turn. Let's see what happens during the swing here. Okay. Decline. Ob Nixilis. We're getting rid of that Galagreeters for sure, dude. For sure, that's the target. The copy will be 1. Opponent dropping us the nice. Thank you, opponent. Gotta get that devil. Go plus on the other Ob. Beautiful stuff, man. Beautiful 1, 2, 3, I would say. Rocking some Golgari over there. Instead of taking the damage, they ended up ditching a Wastes. Getting the Dread Knight down. Okay. Thrillseeker's good. Do we just end up... So we go plus on both of these, right? And then go for the swing. That's brutal, dude. The double obs so early on is just... Oh, wow, they're going for the discards, too. Alright, let's see what they do with this swing. Okay. I suppose we just go face as much as possible here. And let this hit face too. I guess we could have went Sell-Sword, but I kind of sort of just wanted to keep a bigger creature on the board. Well, I guess it didn't really matter. I guess keeping the devil would have been a little better there. Both ended up doing the same amount of damage, but keeping the devil... Okay, so we let the Ob Nixilis die, right? Keep our creatures. We could have full blocked there successfully. We just don't need more life gain. Okay. We'll see if they discard. They probably do. Oh, they take the damage. This must be removal then, right? Spot removal? If it's spot removal, we want to spread the damage out. Because they spot removed this before the Monstrous Rage hits. They drop the GGs. Wow. Okay, well, I feel like we just got a little lucky throughout that whole game then, right? Everything worked out really nicely. The biggest thing there was not finding the 4th for a couple turns to actually do like the Thrillseeker's ability or something. So we wanted to spread out the damage in case it was spot removal, because if they removed this, at the very least, we could get that 3 through here and then use the Sell-Sword's ability. That would have been another 3. They would have survived a turn, but we still would have been like really close. if they didn't have removal for this, obviously like the Sell-Sword was, the Burn Together adventure was going to get us there, but I don't know what else they could have potentially had. Getting rid of that Galagreeters early on was pretty good because preventing any amount of life gain was essential, I would say. So nice. Yeah, that worked out overall. I'll tell you what though, early Ob Nixilis is gross no matter what deck. No matter what the opponent's playing, if you get that early Ob Nixilis, man, it's pretty gross. Because sometimes it's just too hard to deal with two of them. There was definitely some optimized, like if we would have kept the Devil back, would have been the same amount of damage, but we would have continued to gain life off the Ob Nixilis, which in a different match might have, would have. That's funny. In a different match, it might have mattered, so. Okay. Good? Yeah? Yeah. I think this is another keepable one. Annihilating Glare. Yeah, that first game, it felt pretty clean, but based on what we're seeing here, maybe we need a little bit more mana, but no. More testing required for sure, bro. This is only game number 2. Opponent, are you there, buddy? I'll go ahead and pause the recording and... Oh! Hello, opponent. Cacophony Scamp. Alright. Plains. Oh, Underdog. That's a good draw. Start with the swing. Decline. When you have that Ob Nixilis, if you have a couple Ob Nixilis on the board, then that Proliferate might really come in handy. Keeping them alive for a couple extra turns or anything like that, right? Depends on what the opponent ends up having. Ossification. Okay. That was a Mirrex for the turn, too. Third land, that's good. Probably just play our Berserker then. Decline. It says much slower start for us. But the hand is totally fine. Like everything's totally fine here. If they don't give us a target for the Annihilating Glare, then there's no real great way of sacrificing the Berserker, but I don't even think we want to do that right now anyways. Okay, Annex Sentry. So Annihilating Glare does deal with the Sentry if we want to. Combat Trick deals with it too, though. I don't know if we want to Combat Trick it. Maybe. That doesn't necessarily feel terrific, though, does it? Yeah, let's see. They might just, like, take this one because they know we probably... Or they can assume we have something in hand. Even as simple as a Play with Fire would be enough. So we could do this, but it's going to be Underdog and then keep the Glare. Actually, we might just play the Glare, actually. Underdog, do we get rid of that Scamp? I guess. I'm hoping they don't have a board wipe. Okay. Give this a shot. And I think it's Scamp because Underdog does more damage from a swing and also enlists the Berserker a little bit more effectively too. Now we don't have anything to sacrifice the Berserker to yet, but I mean opponents kill creatures all the time, so although this looks like they're gonna focus on exiling, huh? Oh yeah, lay down arms, that exiles that. Scroll Hive, okay. Got some mono white mid-range here, and that is scary business for sure. Unfortunately, enlist has to be a non-attacking creature you control without summoning sickness. As fun as that would be to actually keep a creature on the board. Witch's Mark could be good. Find Witch's Mark over the Underdog, huh? Because they might just exile this other Underdog anyways, but now at least it's blitzable back from the grave. Crucible. Okay, I'm going to play that as a land in case we see more land next turn. Just being able to do more things on the same turn seemed pretty good. Swing for 2. The Wicked Roll's good on that as well, so yeah, I like it. And we could always blitz Underdog back next turn if we need a little bit of card draw from that too. I don't mind that. I actually like that more than playing the underdog, just based on what the opponent's playing here, you know? They end up exiling Berserker. At the very least, they'll take an extra damage from Wicked. And then we just need to be cautious about the life gain at the bottom of Skrelv's Hive, too, so. With the double Mirrex, too, they're really going for that poison. We do have Thrillseeker's ability. It's too bad we can't get that Berserker a little bit chunkier. Excuse me. Oh, Thrillseeker again. Because if we could go, like, I guess Thrillseeker into itself, hope that they don't just wipe the board next turn, and then we use the Enlist ability on the Berserker, play the second Thrillseeker. That was a good draw, by the way. Okay. We start with a swing. We're going to go Thrillseeker into itself and just hope. It's a turn of setup, which is super risky. Every time, dude. Every time. Okay. It's a turn of setup, like I said. We could have... So, if we didn't see the second Thrillseeker, I think we would have risked that in a very different way. We would have started by buffing, getting the swing, get that 4 through, and then sacrifice it. Berserker gets 4, Thrillseeker gets 4. It's, they'd be down to 2 right now. Wait, that wasn't lethal damage, was it? Wait a minute. Hold up. What were they at? Were they at 12? Oh. The Skrelv would have made it lethal damage. Ah, it didn't matter anyway. Okay, good. We didn't get punished there. Okay, hold up. That's the important, like, the deck can be so ridiculously explosive that's the importance of making sure you math out every turn. That being said, they had 4 open mana too, so a swing, this easily could have been a Wandering Emperor too. So going the setup route was actually a lot safer then. But if they were like tapped out or something, like that's definitely something to think about, dude. So yeah, it could have been Thrillseeker, buff this by 2, it would have had 4 power total, and we had the 1 mana available still. 4 swung through, sacrifice it, 4 from the Thrillseeker's ability, 4 from the Berserker's ability, and then they would have taken 1 damage from the Skrelv's Hive being lethal damage. But yeah, I guess anything was technically risky there, though. Just based on them having open mana and everything. That was good. Yeah, the second Thrillseeker told me to take it a little bit slower, and luckily it ended up working out nicely. That was beautiful. They must not have had any board wipes then for the concede, because I feel like they would have let us play the turn out, or any removal for that matter. Good, yeah. The hands have been, like, kind of terrific. Plaza, Skrelv, okay. It's most likely Esper Legends. That's what we've been seeing the most of, but you never know. Alright, it's just going to be Underdog for the turn, huh? Decline. Underdog. And Berserker next turn. I'll tell you what, man. Got a great lineup. Going first here definitely helps. Rona, nice. That blocks well. It does. We can't successfully get Scamp through unless they, unless we cheese it through and they expect a combat trick or something, you know? Alright, swing with Underdog. It's also totally fine to keep Scamp back. If we did have a combat trick in hand, then I probably... Wow. They did not care about that Rona. They end up going for the chump block there. That was a little surprising. I wonder what they end up having. I mean, they want to play the long game here. They want to get as deep into the middle of the game as possible. So I guess it does kind of make sense, but I don't know. I was expecting to get that 3 through. Callous Sell-Sword. All right, dude. That's what I'm talking about, man. Holy cow. All right. Annihilating Glare too. We don't want to do that. Also, the Skrelv gives them a decent amount of protection here. All right, so we go Enlist on Berserker. If they block here, we get to ping the Skrelv, which is pretty gross. So we go Enlist, right? And then it lets us choose the Tenacious Underdog. This is wild, dude. If they don't block that, they're in danger, dude. And if they block the Scamp, like I said, we ping that Skrelv. Or maybe we ping face. Maybe. Yeah, we'll see, man. The amount of explosive power that just like cards like this can have. They go for the block. Okay. I'm pretty sure we pinged the Skrelv here because we're about to go Sell-Sword. Berserker go 8 to face. Off of the Sell-Sword. Yeah, we just get that Skrelv off this board. I would say. Alright, let's do this. Burn together. Target creature. Target their face. Another 4 to the face. Opponent's down to 6. We're going to drop that Callous Sell-Sword as a 4/4. Do we play the Abandoned Mire? I guess so, but I'm not going to use it. I guess there would be a reason to play it now if we see a 5th off the top and they kill the Underdog and we need to blitz Underdog and use the Annihilating Glare on the same turn, right? So that's super situational, but you never know, right? Like, it's very possible that that could be the line of play. Down to 5. Callous Sell-Sword. Wow, dude. Wow. Very well. So that's just a full swing. See what they do. They do have one open here. Ooh, that helps. Are they going to take the 3? They are not going to take the 3. Opponent's in this, dude. Opponent's in this. So we go Tenacious Underdog. I was just going to throw. I was just going to throw the Underdog at the opponent's face. But now, I think I just play the Sell-Sword instead, right? More creatures on the board and then blitz back this Underdog next turn. I think so. I hope so. Urtai. Uh-oh. Destroy the Sell-Sword. Opponent's in this, dude, for sure. That last turn was something else. Okay, looks like we are going to get that blitz on the Underdog. Hopefully they don't get too much life gain. Thrillseeker. Wow. Okay. What a top deck, dude. That's that. I guess they still could have something for the 1, but I don't know what that 1 mana would be. Yeah, 5 damage. Just right to the opponent's face. Okay. Well then. This feels good. This feels good so far, man. We're drawing really well. Like, I don't even know. Yeah. Let's keep going. Sorry, I'm like always taken aback whenever we're just like winning. I guess it feels strange sometimes. Especially when it's like really working out. Like, what a top deck that was, man. Like, that was insane. Because it buffed just the right amount. Okay, we go first. Yeah, I would still call this keepable. Make sure we get the cliffs down first. Swamp from the opponent. Alright, start with the swing. Decline. Underdog. Yeah, everything's felt really clean so far. Berserker was a good draw too. Harvester's a good draw. Oh, Ironcrag, they're going for a little bit of ramp here. Alright, swing for 4. Decline. Okay, get that Berserker down, get that ready. Now, something like the Callous Sell-Sword off the top would just be brutal, man. Now, they do have 4 mana already, so it could be a turn 3 Shieldred, which would just be awful, dude. Holy cow. Turn 3 Shieldred would mean, like, Well, I guess Berserker still gets through. Because if they block, we could just do that extra Berserker damage too. Because it's any target, so. And that would be if we enlist the underdog, of course. Liliana. A -2 on Liliana would be particularly bad because we sacrifice Scamp, right? And then we just ping the Liliana. I guess it's a card for a card. Which I guess kind of sort of works out, right? Ooh, Ob Nixilis was a great draw. Holy cow, dude. Holy cow. Alright, how do I want to do this? I guess we go enlist. Enlist that underdog. Bro, what on earth? Another 4 damage to the opponent's face. I never know, like, when the best time to kill off these creatures are. But I'd say when you're doing 4 damage, that is a good time to go ahead and, yeah, GG opponent. GG. I don't even think, like, were we going to create Devils that turn? Or I just, like, +1, have them discard? I think maybe Devils. That way we actually had more substance on this board state. Right? I think so, because, yeah, they can prevent the damage by discarding. Based on the Liliana, they might not have even cared much about discarding, so. Yeah, GG, wow. Well, how far are we in the video? 26 minutes. Well, I guess we'll keep the ball rolling, huh? I don't even know how many games we played, but it's feeling terrific so far, dude. If we have another just great starting hand, too, then the consistency might be just, like, just right, you know? Okay, yeah. Only the Harvester's a little concerning, but is this a mulligan? Probably not, right? So yeah, I think we keep this. Okay, we're going Ridge into Cliffs, that way we don't have to take any damage from Harvester. Wormlet. Second Harvester, yeah. Wow, the draws have been clean. We might want to target that Wormlet as soon as possible. Oh, wow, Yotian Dissident. Okay. Some Selesnya artifacts over there. That's fun. Not dead after all on the Harvester is pretty decent. Harvester number 2. If we go not dead after all, which one of these do we take? Like, the Wormlet, right? I think it's the Wormlet. They gain life with that one. Okay. Harvester, you're actually just not dead after all, huh? And we're going to take out that Wormlet while we can. Bring that back with a Wicked roll, get that blood token, and just play Harvester number 2. I think that's fine. It's a little bit of a slow turn, but I don't want them to gain life off of Wormlet. And that was pretty cool, man, seeing the not dead after all doing a thing for the round there. Glass Casket. Oh, man. They take a damage, though, because of the Wicked roll. Dissident goes up to 2. We're going to have to take care of that, too, aren't we? Just going to be the Annihilating Glare instead of Harvester, though. Another land. Okay. Sacrifice an artifact. Let's hit that Dissident. Hopefully it hits, right? It does. Even with their open mana, it wasn't protection, luckily. Crescendo could help us find something. It is until the end of our next turn. I'm just gonna go for the swing. Okay, no, I'll go Crescendo. Seymour off the top. Harvester. Yeah, we get to play that next turn, dude. So we have Monstrous Rage open, but also. Okay, I'll play the land. I do think we need fair bit of land. I don't think we want to activate the blood token. I think the Monstrous Rage will be pretty good. Yeah, this game was a little bit different, huh? This one, like, we're not like getting all the combo pieces together, which I wouldn't call this a combo deck, but you guys know what I mean. Tough Cookie, Surge Injure, beautiful. We could filter, but I think the Monstrous Rage is pretty good. Keep around. That's a card we could filter. We definitely want to play a Harvester number 2 for the turn. But let's see what we see instead of the land. Because we'll still have Monstrous Rage open. Wow, Berserker. Yeah, we want to get that benefit, though. They might just take the 3 off of this Harvester. I'm greatly concerned about life gain, but... yeah, it's just gonna... You know what? It's just a little bit more damage slipping through. Let's go for it, man. And then we get this Harvester down. Yeah, I'm concerned about the life gain. Berserker. See, saving cards like Crescendo for cards like Berserker, we had no guarantee of drawing this, and it could have been many, many turns, so... Also, Berserker still happens to just be good, because we can still enlist the, like, 4/3 Harvester, for example, too, so... Lorna the Third Path. They go ahead and ping the roll. Get rid of that trample and everything. That's good. That's pretty good. Swing with their tough cookie. I'll take that damage. Down to 17. Yeah, we don't want to lose Harvesters just yet. Okay. Filter out. See what we see. Cacophony Scamp. A full swing probably ends in a trade with the Lauren. Might be able to get some good damage through, though. Alright, full swing. I was going to say, if we filter out again, filter that Cacophony Scamp or the Berserker, they go for the blocks. Okay, I guess that's just what we end up accepting then, right? Unfortunately. I don't want to risk finding a Monstrous Rage off the top, although that obviously could be decent. They were still going to end up trading. No. We could have gotten the one that was blocked by Lauren. Yeah, it wouldn't have worked out, so that's good news. We didn't risk it. We just accepted the trades there. Abandoned Mire, huh? Yeah, a lot of land this game for sure. I'm a little bit paranoid by a swing here. They go for the block. Yeah. It was worth attempting though, right? I'm going to keep the Abandoned Mire and bring something back probably next turn, especially if we see more land off the top. That would be terrible for us. We prevented a lot of life gain early on by getting rid of that Wormlet. I think that was worthwhile. So this is a 3-mana 1/1. One or more +1/+1 counters would be put on a permanent you control. That many +1/+1 counters are... Oh, +1, yeah. Are put onto that permanent instead. Add X mana of any one color where X is the kami of Whispered Hope's power. We're just gonna go no blocks because, yeah, we're trying to do something a little bit more important. More land, oh no. Oh no, guys. What are we bringing back here? We enlist. We're not getting around that patchwork. Dude, cool deck opponent, by the way. Let's go for the Abandoned Mire on our turn. See what we see. We might find a 1-drop. Voldaren Thrillseeker is exactly the card we want to see. Yep, that is exactly the card we want to see. I'm going to keep the other land in hand for now, because we won't need that next turn. And now we keep back blockers as well. End turn. We're doing our dandiest, guys. They're going to go ahead and gain some life off the food, unfortunately. Oh no, yeah, because Kami can tap for the... mana. Yotian Dissident. They are top decking here. They might go for a full swing. And if they do, we just take it. No trample, though. If we go Thrillseeker, Berserker. Berserker goes up to, and then we enlist. And then we use the Thrillseeker's ability after the enlist, right? And they still have the food. Yeah. So we block here, right? We want to be able to enlist. So we take 7. Oh no, they're only tapping 1 there, actually. Huh. So we go Thrillseeker. This doesn't give trample or anything fancy, but we still have to, we're still forced to enlist here to make sure. Yeah, we do that with Cacophony Scamp. I guess we'll see where they end up blocking first, because we also have the damage on the Thrillseeker. So they chump it. Yeah, it is fine. And then we use this ability. Ping face. Ping face. Oh, that's not going to be enough, guys. That's not going to be enough. We're at 8. Do we survive the... We don't survive the turn. So we have this to sacrifice on their turn. Let's see what they draw. We block the 4/4 that they power up. Oh, Mishra's Foundry. Oh, they can power up the Foundry to a 5/5. Oh no, the life gain on the food. Dude, opponent, good game, man. Holy cow. Foundry off the top might not have even been the deal breaker, right? No. Wait. This costs 3 mana to power up a 4/4. So they could do that. They want to go wide here instead. Yeah, instead of power, like the second Foundry just happened to be extra mana for the full swing. And then I guess we'll have to take out Dissident on a full swing, or the... Let's see what happens. We block the 4/4, doesn't have trample. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9 coming through, and we can stop one of them with the Thrillseeker's ability. 8 going through. GG opponent. That was awesome, dude. Really, really close game. Really fun one. Oh, I feel like there was something along the way that I could have done to squeak by that little bit of extra 2 damage there, right? Although it kind of just shows the importance of life gain in certain builds, dude. Like, these food builds can be really, really solid. Tough Cookie. Just one of those cards, man. Powering up a 4/4 was so good there. Yeah, finding the extra mana off the top so they could successfully power up Foundry and power up the Glass Casket. So if I would have kept back a blocker, we might have still been in that, but maybe not at the same time, because we still needed a high amount of explosive power. We also saw a lot of land that game too, but man, that was a fun one, huh? We're 37 minutes in. Oh, we definitely have time for like 1 or 2 more, just based on how the deck is playing out, for sure. Maybe I can get my weekly wins done. Looks like we're chilling at 14 out of 15 there. I don't know, dude. With how the deck's feeling, yeah, I think we can get our weekly wins done real quick. But we'll see, we'll see. I guess we are overdue for some losses here too, so. Yeah, the beginning of that game showcased maybe it was a mulligan too, but I don't think so. I don't know if that type of... yeah, I still think it was a fine hand overall. Okay, we have our turn 2 Harvester. No turn 1 here, but we have a chance of drawing an untapped source. Oh no, we're going first. Nice. I mean, it's good to go first, so it still works out. Kumano, okay. Testing it against some mono red is good. That Harvester down. See if Harvester just gets taken care of with some quick burn here. We don't have mana for a double down on Scamp. We might even use that swamp to filter with Blood Token depending on what we draw. Oh, Questing Druid. Oh, nice. This isn't mono red. Not Dead After All is actually decent, man. I wonder if they even accept this trade on a swing. Callous Sell-Sword too. Let's see. I'm going for damage. If they take this, then we go Callous Sell-Sword and then just play the creature down. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. We sacrifice it, play the Sell-Sword, because we got some extra damage through. This still takes care of the Questing Druid before it gets out of our reach, right? And this comes down as a 3/3. Oh, that's a tough decision though, because there was potentially a lot of different ways to get more value out of that. Like if we would have let that survive an extra turn. Now remember, anything they deal damage to will be exiled instead. Not off of a sacrifice or anything. Kamano. Oh, it's a Ruby Gruul deck. Cool. All right. Scamp. Yeah, not having 2 red sources on the board is pretty rough. Go for that swing. See what they do with the 3, right? We have that not dead after all, if that's what we end up wanting to do here. We could just go face. Maybe we should have let them keep the questing druid. 1, 2. Filter through like that again. I think it's gonna be just get some creatures down for the turn. How do you guys feel about that? Like there were a few different options there, including like filtering off of the blood token too. No double red in the mana right now is kind of slowing us down, but not really. It's not too bad. Oh, Picnic Ruiner. Nice, dude. That's a 3/3 off of the Kamano too. Power 4 greater gains double strike until end of turn. Oh, okay. That's cool. That's a goblin too. Kind of overlooked that card, man. Berserker, that's good. So, full swing. Yeah, we gotta really watch out for the exile on the etching here. I'm gonna keep some blockers back. We're just gonna go for the 3/3. If they trade with the Ruiner, that's not bad for us at all. And take it. We just set up with Berserker for next turn. I guess so. We're playing it out like a lot slower, but I think it's fine based on what they're playing. The triple Kamano is super scary, dude. Yeah, just some lowball Gruul. Have to remember, anything that we end up sacrificing doesn't get exiled. That's not how etching reads. Picnic Ruiner, number 2. That is a lot of creatures. We're kind of locking down each other's board states here a little bit. If I swing with Berserker, buff it to 4 off the 3/3 Sell-Sword, then we have the Callous Sell-Sword's ability. Oh, Picnic Ruiner with the Monstrous Rage is a 6/4 double strike. Trample, yeah, so that's scary to say the least. Hope you don't have anything else here. We're gonna block there. We don't want to exile the Scamp for the turn, although it's still gonna be really hard to pull off. A block here could be fine. We gotta get by. No, we're going wide. We're gonna take it. 14 down to 3, because I think we can win next turn. And if we don't win next turn, then we're in trouble anyways, so. Okay, there's the mountain. That's good. So we go for full swing, see where they block, buff the Berserker. If they block the Berserker, then we don't have... That's not good, because it exiles too. So we don't have a great way of buffing this. I apologize, opponent. I'm thinking, buddy. We need the Enlist to block. I'm sorry, guys. We need the Enlist to get it up to a 4/3, and we need them to not block. But they definitely block there, don't they? And we can't use the Not Dead after all, because after the block, the etching exiles it. And at that point, we're gonna be dead. All right, I think we have no other option anyways. If we buff it to a 3/3, then maybe this 3 gets through over here instead. Either way, this 3 is gonna get through. We'll buff the Berserker to a 3/3 and see what they end up doing here. That's a tough decision, dude. Holy cow. Yeah, the Not Dead after all not doing anything, because that's when a creature dies, so. Because of the exile on the etching. Etching can be so epically scary. Like, it's such a terrifying card, dude. So they block Berserker and we don't get any benefits from it. Guys. Oh my goodness. Did this just work out? did this just work out, man? So, yeah, we'll take the action. It's all or nothing anyways. It's in at 0. All or nothing for the turn anyways. Berserker, dude. Target. Yeah. And then another 3. And then we also could have done like the not dead after all if we wanted to bring it back there too. Down to 0. GG opponent, dude. GG. Yeah. If the Berserker would have died to their creature, it would have been exiled, so we wouldn't have taken the damage anyways. It just happened that they blocked the other 3/3, so it ended up working out. GG opponent. I think that was technically their game, right? I think so. There we go, guys. Cleaning up our quests, cleaning up the weekly wins and everything. My goodness, man. We're 45 minutes in, but these games are really fast. Let's go ahead and go into another one. Why not? Why not? I don't even know how many games we played. It feels like we played 8 games. We might have. The games have been wickedly fast. Ooh, too many red sources. First mulligan, actually, right? There's nothing to do here. Hey, there we go. Okay, what do I do? What do I ditch? Probably one of the lands, right? Or one of the berserkers. Keeping the land is fine. Nah, let's ditch the pain land. It's a much higher chance of seeing more land off the top than any of our other creatures, so. Sleeper. All right, get that harvester down. Now a land off the top would obviously be ideal, but we might still be able to get through with a lot of damage on Crescendo next turn, and maybe Crescendo helps us find that land. Yeah, they can swing. They're gonna buff it before the swing. Yeah, no blocks. We'll just take the 2. This one open could still be a cut down as well, which would definitely... Okay, good. Sleeper. I wonder if they end up chumping there. Callous Sell-Sword. A chump would be Monstrous Rage, right? Over Crescendo. Although Crescendo could help us find that land, so that's probably still the play. No. If it's a chump, it's Monstrous Rage. It is not a chump, so we go Crescendo for extra damage, see if we see that land. We do see that land. We could sacrifice Harvester. Is that too risky? We could sacrifice Harvester, get them down to 8. I'm doing it. Let's do it, dude. Why not? Be like extra reckless for the last match of the evening. It's a lot of extra damage, and you never know, man. Couple turns of Berserker in a row. Drop the nice. Thank you, opponent. Yeah, super risky, super reckless. I think that could be actually really good in the long run. Because if they don't have exile removal for the Berserkers... Oh, Life of Toshiro helps them gain some life. That's not good. Yeah, they probably go for a couple turns of life gain here then. Sell-Sword. Scamp Sell-Sword isn't bad, but I think it's just Berserker. Take a turn to set up. We don't have anything to sacrifice Berserker to, though, which is another reason why getting rid of the Burn Together adventure was pretty risky. Sheoldred, right on time. We have a successful block here because this doesn't have Death Touch yet. Monstrous Rage could technically still get us there. Haunted Ridge isn't terrible. Down to 10. Monstrous Rage gets us to... No. Monstrous Rage does not take care of the Sheoldred's 5 butt. So it's just going to be Berserker, number 2. Scamp. And we're trying by some miracle to play a longer game here, but they're going back up to 14. Oh, that's so much life gain in the last couple turns, guys. I think they gained 6 life total. Yeah, 4 off of memory and then 2 off of the Sheoldred. Trespasser, more life gain. Oh no. Oh, we gotta figure this out next turn, guys. Berserker not really being able to enlist too much here. Tenacious Underdog. That is a stacked board, dude. Look at that board. That is something else, man. Yeah, they can successfully swing with Shieldred. And we're just going to take it. I don't think we have a way of dealing 15 damage next turn, but I guess you never know. Underdog doesn't have that haste. No way to give haste to any... Well, we could blitz it down. If we blitz this, then we don't have the Monstrous Rage. Blitz down to 1. Use it for a Berserker. It's just not enough. Alright. No actual way of sacrificing anything either. We could, like, get some extra blockers down. Oh, sorry, buddy. I'm thinking. If we go Blood Token... I guess that's the best bet, right? See if we can find something more explosive. Blood Token, see what we see. Down to 1. Land! Oh, no! We can't pay the 2 because we're under 2. Alright. So it's gonna be a full swing. And I suppose we enlist? Or I guess not, right? I guess we just full swing. Because the enlisting doesn't do too much else. So it would be Scamp, because Scamp can sacrifice itself. That's so cool, dude. Oh my goodness. Take action. So there was, based on like where they ended up blocking, there was a way through. If we found something like a Blazing Crescendo number 2 off the top or something, right? Yeah, dude. Hey. Good game, opponent. That was just an overwhelming amount of power from them. And of course, Life of Toshiro being an awesome, just underplayed card, dude. I love this card so much. So rockin' Demolition Field in here. I wonder what lands they're trying to pick up. I guess there is some new creature land decks floating about, but I haven't been running into them. Haven't been running into them at all, actually. Oh, the Trespasser. I was gonna get a block in real quick, but no, Trespasser ended up rounding that up for them. Okay, hey, 52 minutes in. This was a time and a half, man. I had a freaking blast with this build. Right up my alley for sure. We got more Rakdos planned for next week, hopefully, too. I wanted to visit Rakdos Burn at some point. Here's the deck list again, dude. Felt good. Felt solid. I do have a couple things to say about it, though. Based on how the draws went and how those games went as well, Berserker feels a little slow sometimes. 23 land was fine. However, I think we could definitely use dropping down to 3 or 2 Balduvian Berserkers. That being said, what do we go up? Probably like a 3rd Crescendo. Seeing extra cards off the top, all that. We do have enough 1-drops in here to make that worthwhile, finding extra lands, everything like that. Blazing Crescendo just fits the build a little bit too well to only have 2 of them. That's how I'm feeling about that, right? Like I said, in that last game, they let that go through. If we would have crescendoed onto that Scamp, that would have just been game, right? I believe so. We would have had a ton of that. That would have been 6 extra damage that turn, right? Or more. I kind of forget. I'll have to go back and watch that match, but still. 3rd one of these could be good. I would drop 1 Berserker, go up a 3rd. Do we drop 2 of these? I don't know. Did it really feel that slow? And how essential was it to the overall... I mean, for the deck theme, it's super essential. Being able to have our creatures die and ping the opponent. And in those games, it happened to work out really, really well. But I don't know. It just kind of felt slow. I guess, yeah, 3 of them. 3 of them. I don't think we want to drop 2. Because it was pretty essential in a lot of those games. But just sometimes there's just, 3 mana. 3 mana's a lot. So yeah, drop 1 Berserker, go up a Crescendo. I think that would totally work out fine. Now that's a red card for a red card, so luckily we get to keep that 70-50 split in the mana base, which, there's the 70, there's the 50, that worked out nicely. I think the mana base overall was completely fine. I think the one of Mirrex didn't come into play today, but I think every now and then it will, so... Also, that generates like an artifact creature and stuff, and we can sacrifice those creatures to like the Annihilating Glare and whatnot. Annihilating Glare was completely fine. I don't even think we want to trade this out for different spot removal, because every now and then we want to actually use this to sacrifice one of our creatures that have an ability like the Berserker. So I think the two of these is fine. The Not Dead After All was pretty cool, but if you are seeing a lot of like etchings and whatnot, the exile on that could be super detrimental if you're trying to use this as a combat trick, trade in, bring that creature back with the Wicked Roll. Speaking of the Wicked Rolls, yep, just that extra little ping to the opponent's face when the Wicked Roll dies after you sacrifice the creature, and ping the opponent's face with like a burn together or something. I think that, yeah, I think the Wicked Rolls are totally fine. Totally fine and dandy. So yeah, that I wouldn't change too much. Guys, let me know what you would add or take out in the comments. The only, just quick recap here, the mana base is completely fine. Everything else seemed completely fine. Of course, more testing required after another 20 games. Maybe there's something else we would want to change. But the main change is dropping one Berserker down to 3, going up that 3rd Blazing Crescendo, and I think that would be pretty good, man. Oh, something else. Yeah, I actually like all 4 of the Tenacious Underdogs in here, too. I wouldn't add or take... I wouldn't drop any of these to add anything else. I think all 4, just being a 3/2 creature that we can bring back and whatnot, one that we don't mind sacrificing and that we don't mind discarding. I think that's an essential concept here, so... I like all 4 of them. Okay, guys, is that everything? I think so. Enough rambling, huh? If you made it this far into the video for real, y'all are champions. I super duper appreciate you, and I will see you in the next video.